Well, hello everybody. I got the inspiration to just ask the cards a little bit. This is a beautiful deck I'll be using today, the Astro Matrix, to ask the big question. Ooh, that one, what's coming up in the case? Okay, let's go. All right. This is such a beautiful deck. If you ever get a chance to get your hands on it, you should. I think you should. Okay, what do we need to know about what's upcoming in the case? What's happening next? There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Okay, one more. Come on. Ooh, okay. Thank you for watching, everybody, by the way. I usually make shorts, but I felt like doing this. I know it looks a little rough and ready, but that's fine. I just needed to do this. You know when you need to, you need to. Okay, so here we go. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. Strength. I think this is for us. I think this is for all of us, that we need to maintain ourselves and have that quiet strength. We don't need to shout and yell and run into the streets, because that's what they want us to do. Sometimes you do have to run into the streets, I'm not gonna lie, but right now we need to keep our cool and not get caught up in their nonsense. Okay. Speaking of nonsense, okay, there you go. Sometimes this card can mean that you just have a lot of choices, and there's so many that you know, can't make a decision. But since I was just talking about nonsense, and it's about this question here, that I think this is the distractions. You know, like every day they come out with something different and new. Look over here, look over there, look what I've got, look what they're doing, you know, pointing fingers in all directions. And so it's keeping us very well, they're trying to keep us distracted. It may not actually be working for them. So okay, and well, this kind of speaks to it too. This card, the Eight of Wands, and the first one is the Seven of Cups, if I didn't say that out loud or you couldn't see it. The Eight of Wands is a lot of information, a lot of things happening very quickly. Bam, bing, bing, bong, bing, you know, that sort of thing. Very swift information. So maybe we'll be getting some information really quickly. They've been holding back, and maybe the little dam will burst and we'll get a lot of information really quickly. Or it's talking about all these distractions. Okay. So we have the moon. And the moon can be a point in your experience where you are clouded, you're really not seeing things clearly. It's like you're underwater, you can kind of hear things, you can kind of see things, but it's not coming in clearly for you. This could be, I'm going to put this closer to here because I feel like that may be part of the distractions, is to keep us in a fog, sort of. Do you know what I mean? Hello, what a beautiful card. My goodness. So the Tower, that's a big deal. So perhaps the distractions and confusions are going to come to an end with some swift information. I would like that. I know a lot of people would. And the Tower, someone or someone's multiples are going to have a Tower moment. So what a beautiful card. Now, the people that are coming out of there, they're jumping or they're falling, but either way, they got to get out of that building because it is on fire, baby. It is on fire. It is crumbling, and you got to go. Okay, there is a Tower moment coming. And interesting, the Hermit. Now, if I was reading just for you as an individual, I would say, you know, this is about you, introspection, about you thinking about things and all that. But look at this big honking flashlight. I know my Texas accent's coming out. Actually, I'm not in Texas for many years, but sometimes it just pops out. He's got a big honking flashlight, and maybe he's going to come down and shine some light over everything that's going on. And maybe that light will help us come up, swim up, and reach the surface so that we're not underwater. We're not we're actually gonna get some clarity over it. I hope so. Or maybe he's been up there honing his wisdom and he's going to come down, or honing his information, and the hermit will come down and shine the light and share what he knows, I think, and which will lead to judgment. It's something completely different, a complete turnover. It's like the light switches off, then it's on, then it's off. A complete changeover. This is all what the old was, and you have to, when it's time, switch over into a new way of thinking, a new way of being, and a new way. So perhaps, okay, so now that we think about this for a second, I say we, the royal we, me, that we do have a lot of distractions going on with the Seven of Cups here. We're told to look everywhere but where we need to be looking, but we're really not being fooled by that. And we are definitely not clear on what's going on. We know that there's information, but we've got little bits and pieces and it really doesn't make sense yet. We're going to get that information, I believe, and it's going to come in very swiftly. It's just going to be maybe a judge's ruling or something. I don't know. I guess we're going to all find out together. And the hermit, it maybe someone's got that info. Maybe someone's got that special info and they're going to share it with us. I guess we're going to find out. And then the tower moment, and that's going to cause that tower moment where all of the junk sort of explodes. They're just going to be running for their reputations, or however, I'm choosing my words carefully. And that is going to cause a complete overturn in the way we see things, the way we do things, perhaps. And, we're all going to need to heal from this. And maybe that's where we started with the bottom of the deck, with that quiet strength. We need to reserve our energies, and we don't need to scream and yell. Although, like I said earlier, sometimes you do. But be ready with this. Be ready with that strength. Okay, well, that's it. I think that's what I have for you. I appreciate you watching and listening. If you found value in this, if you would please like, share, and subscribe if you want. Like I normally do shorts, but I just decided to do this because it was I was inspired. Okay, so thank you for watching, and you have a phenomenal day.